You're watching Stretford Paddock. We're here. Alex is here. Producer Alex, he's just started the stream for us.
Everything.
He's doing everything, bless him. He's doing the tweets, he's producing, he's doing all sorts.
Yep.
We are here for the review of Manchester United versus Newcastle. 4-1. You see the score in the bottom. United have won. Boxing Day, Merry Christmas, etc., etc. It's a good result, wasn't it?
It was considering how bad we were for the
Sorry,
first...
did you have a mouthful of Cronenberg as I said that?
Yeah. It was considering how bad we were for the first 20 minutes of that game. We were pretty bad.
Yeah, I said before the game, I said United will have 2 or 3 chances in the first 20 minutes, as they have done against Watford, as they did against Villa, as they did against every other team that we've lost to this season. Yeah. And we didn't. United started the game so badly that they didn't even have those early chances.
It was almost like we were back to the last 20 minutes of the game before we'd even started.
It was bizarre.
Sat back, never breaking through. We had a lot of possession. Sorry, Wolf.
Yeah, there we go.
We're doing this. There's literally no one else here. By the way.
No, it's just me and Alex. We had Ronaldo for the watch along. He's gone.
Usually there's someone behind doing the camera, do whatever. It's not. It's just me. I'm doing that. You're doing this.
It's literally a couple of lads.
And we've decided to
just a couple this time.
In this, yeah.
We've had a few Cronenbergs. I'm not going to lie to you. They've got us through the watch along. This one's full. This is for top ups. We've had a bit of wine. We've had a bit of Cronenberg. Exactly. And most importantly, we've had a bit of Anthony Martial getting 2 goals. We've had a bit of Mason Greenwood smacking him in from 25. And we've had Marcus Rashford,
scored a header,
the ultimate all-round number 9, dominating centre-backs in the air and winning headers.
Win a header. He beat a decent centre-half at a header. He's not bad.
He beat anyone. When's the last time you saw a Man United striker...
He actually jumped. Usually just goes
out-head a centre-back and score a goal.
No,
Lukaku. Good. I can't think of the last time Rashford or Martial did it. Chug. Cheers, Nero, mate. Yeah. We're not going to chug. We're going to take it today. We're classy girls, and we're going to have a little bit of beer. Jesus, we are blessed. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
United extending what is already the best, the Premier League's best Boxing Day record. We had an 80% win ratio before this. It's going to be even higher now.
Yep.
United. You know what? It's nice just to be able to enjoy a game.
It's just fun.
We beat Newcastle 4-1. We're a couple of commentators. We just scored goals. We won the game.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Let's start from the beginning. We've already said first 20 minutes were poor. Let's
go
talk
back
about that Newcastle goal.
That.
Let's start from the beginning of time, when the earth was just a plasmic ooze. The starting 11.
I thought Pogba was going to start. I thought this was.
I think everyone did.
Pogba back in. You kind of saw that starting 11 out. That's that midfield 3 that we're all a bit disheartened with, aren't we?
Yeah,
we're not like disappointed because we don't dislike
Fred, McTominay, Pereira.
It's just like, oh yeah, they're there again. So that's kind of what happened, and we're like, okay, but front 3's there, doing well.
We saw Mason Greenwood starting for only the second time, I think, in the league this season. Maybe the third, but I think it's the second.
So we all thought, do you know what? Could be okay. And then, the first 20 minutes was not okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was not okay. It was dreadful.
Yeah, it was very poor. The first 20 minutes, United didn't really create anything. And we were saying during the watch along, there was a couple of times in the kind of 2 or 3 minutes leading to the goal where Newcastle had very dangerous counterattacks that United just didn't deal with very well.
No.
And the signs were there, the lights were flashing, the danger was on, and we didn't change. And the only reason we changed is because we conceded that goal. Yeah. Obviously, it was Longstaff again. I think there's 2 Longstaff. He's
only scored twice against. I think
he scored them both against us.
Both against Manchester United.
But yeah, it was a nice finish from him. They had too much time on the ball. Yeah. The defenders not getting back. McTominay got back, but Fred not getting back. It was
tracking back.
Yeah.
Wing backs not tracking back.
It looked like it was going to be the start of another really difficult, really poor game. I think we were saying only one time in this season United have come back from a losing position to win a game before today.
But then a couple of players that everyone was slagging off, including us. Mm-hmm. Luke Shaw showed a bit of quality.
For the first goal. Yeah.
Into Pereira, who it wasn't the most amazing touch. It wasn't the most amazing thing. But what he did was the right thing, which was just lay it off to Martial. Yeah. Because there's so many times, and even later on in the game.
Lay it off to Pereira, actually.
Pereira laid it off to Martial.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Luke Shaw. Shaw to Pereira, Pereira to Martial. I'm all over the place, mate. I've had a few beers. So
he laid it off to Martial, which was the right decision. That's his big criticism, that sometimes he'd have turned and had that shot.
Yeah.
Or he's done something daft. He tries to flick it over his shoulder and try a bicycle kick or something. He didn't.
No.
Sensible thing, lay it off to Martial. good finish.
It was funny as well because after that we were saying how he did so well to like not have a shot like he always does, and then after that he had like 3 of them, didn't he, in about 10 minutes?
More times, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was 1-1 at that point. It was nice. We were saying again, talking about what we've said already, but during the watch along, we thought that United needed a goal before half time because we've seen in so many games this season where we don't get that goal back and we're pushing and pushing and pressing and teams sit further and further back and we struggle more and more.
If they'd got in at half time, Steve Bruce had just kind of gone, right, reorganise, sit back and do all that. But we jumped on that. We did better. Who was the next goal? The
next goal was Martial. That was the first goal.
Martial.
The second goal was Greenwood.
It's Greenwood's goal, which was just...
Second goal was Greenwood.
Quality.
Yeah, again,
bit of quality.
There's a slight question, wasn't there? McTominay maybe poking someone in the eye, but you know what? It's Christmas. You're allowed to poke someone in the eye, aren't you? If you're ever allowed to poke someone in the eye,
I would expect
it's Boxing Day.
Poke them.
Like that. Oh, he's poked me in the eye. Yeah. Don't matter. They'll play on.
And then, I mean, what a shot that was!
Yeah, brilliant shot.
It was a bit of a deflection, but still, like.
The goalkeeper just hit underside of the bar. It was quite central, wasn't it? But like they said, the deflection just took it over the goalkeeper.
One. It was actually on the replay a week of Aguero did it against Leicester, where it's hit straight at the keeper, but it's at such pace right over him. He's got no chance. It's the same kind of shot.
Yeah, you just can't get your hands there in time, can you?
And then Marcus Rashford scored a header.
Wan-Bissaka as well. One of the criticisms we've seen of Bissaka is, I call him Bissaka. That we've seen of Bissaka is that his attacking play isn't good enough. He doesn't go past play as well. His deliveries into the box aren't great. He did both there. He skinned his man, chipped the ball up to the back post.
And Rashford jumped in there and did well.
You never see it, do you?
No.
Stephen House
in the chat. Are you coming back, Steve, or just leaving us?
You just commenting. You're just going to do your review from the comments. You're just going to do a text version of your review. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Marcus Rashford's winning headers at the back post. If he can get 5 of them a season,
doesn't even need that. He does 1 of them a season.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
More than he was doing. So, yeah, good to see. And then we got into half, and then I think the second half.
No, it was 3-1 at half time.
That's what I said.
Yep. Carry on. That. Yep. I'm drunk.
Joe has lost the ability to count how many goals.
1, 2, 3. So I'm not that bad, mate. You're trying to make me look like an idiot.
No, okay. So yeah, half time at 3-1. There was some stats, but we're not even going over there.
Jesus, have you been showing McSauce your double punch fighting moves? I haven't actually. He got that on his own. You've seen the double punch fighting move, haven't you?
I was here, yeah.
Do you want to see it? So what happens is, right? So let's say you're out on a night out, you're in the streets, and all of a sudden 2, let's say, burglars come up to you.
Right, okay.
And you got this, you go, oh, fuck yeah. And you got it. Hit them both at once like that. And knock them like that, dead. But knock them both out at once. Right in the nose, and they go, oh, and then you run away.
Wow.
How drunk you are? Honestly, 5.5 out of 10.
Yeah, we're not that bad.
No.
We're not that bad.
We've only had half a bottle of wine and a couple of
function.
cans.
Yeah.
We're just having a laugh. A couple of lads having a laugh. Howson, find out what the F is going on with Williams, will you? Yeah, actually, I want to know what's going on with Williams. We'll go back to Luke Shaw.
I'm hoping it's just a case of, look, he's still only 19 years old.
Yeah.
He's not. He just needs a bit of a rest.
Steve says, I know what's up. He ain't injured.
Ooh. That's an ooh.
That's an ooh. We're going to ask you a few questions about that, I think, in a few minutes.
On his
yeah.
Well, anyway.
So the second half, then, that's when we saw the introduction of Paul Pogba.
I mean, how good's he?
Yeah.
He's like so much better at football than...
There was a point where he was like 35 yards outside of our box on the right-hand side.
Not theirs.
He had a man on his shoulder, shrugged him off, turned, left foot, 60 yards, just spraying it out to Luke Shaw.
The wrong foot.
On his left foot.
The thing is, everyone just kind of would write that off and just go,
no.
Yeah, he should just do that. But no one else on that pitch could do that. No one else.
Even on their strong foot, everyone would struggle to do that. And he's doing it on his left foot. Just ridiculous. Literally, a man on his shoulder.
Early on in the second half, there was a little step over he did when the ball came into it. It went into the box to Martial, and he created a chance without him touching the ball. You know, there's little bits.
Yeah. A dummy, wasn't it?
He's so much better than everyone else. He's so much better.
It scares me to say that because I do fear we're going to lose him in the summer, sorry, not in January.
Yeah, I think he'll stay this season.
As it stands, he's clearly our best player, and we saw that again second half. Second half, did Newcastle make a chance?
Not really. I think we scored relatively early in the second half. Martial broke. I think they played us through.
Go on, boys, get your drinks out. It's Boxing Day.
Full quality there.
Merry Crystals.
Yeah. So anyway, they played us through. Martial looked to overrun it and just chipped it over. Quality goal.
Yeah.
And then they kind of just went, okay, 4-1's all right. We'll just stick to that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't see that someone had 5-2 on the bets. They just went 4-1.
No, it was,
and it was like they just sat.
It was
back,
like Newcastle.
And then
both teams went, "Are we all right at 4-1?"
Yeah,
and they were like,
"We don't care."
We'll leave it at that. Yeah.
So here's the next bit. There was a lot when it went 1-0 down.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of people.
Were
slagging off.
And you know
Ollie
what?
out.
Let's not make it a thing where we're anti this, anti that, because we've got fans that are obviously Ollie out. I think I would say the majority of our fans are a bit more sort of Ollie in, but. And I'm being serious and being, I wouldn't say generous with this comment, but subjectively.
Yeah.
For those people who were commenting Ollie out after United went 1-0 down, if there's so much, and I'm sure there are, it's a similar kind of number of people. What are your opinions now at the end of the game? And this isn't here to try and slag you off.
We're not going to.
Let us know in the comments. Do you think, is your opinion that he's just bought himself some more time? Is your opinion that maybe he can do the job? Or how have your opinions changed on the game now that we obviously won and we won quite comfortably? Any people who were Ollie out after the goal, let us know what your thoughts are on full time, because it'd be interesting to hear, because I don't know many people in real life that are Ollie out, so it's hard to ask.
For me, I'm not quite sure that Ollie's the right man. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think he is the best manager we could potentially have at the club right now. But the other thing is, I don't know who does a better job.
Yeah.
I don't think Pochettino instantly comes in and makes things all better. I don't think even if you've got you went, okay, Pep, you come over from City right now.
And then you go, what are you going to do with this team?
What are you going to do?
Well, nothing. I'm going to spend 600 million quid and then I'll make you champions.
And then you go, Klopp, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to sign similar to what
you've got.
Yeah. Nero, by the way, thank you very much.
There's Yeasty. Merry Crystals, everyone. Merry Crystals, those at home.
Yep.
If you've got any crystals, let us know. Stephen Howson back in the comments again. I'm hungry. What we eating?
There's nothing in.
There's nothing in, mate. We've got some crisps.
If you want to pick up a takeaway on the way back,
we'd happily indulge in that with you.
Yeah, pizza.
Yeah, pizza would be nice. But yeah, back to your point then. I'm the same, really. Like, the thing with Solskjær is, and we still don't know now because he hasn't won the league or any titles or anything, so it's not been a success. And there's always going to be questions over a manager that's never won a major tournament. He's obviously won 2 titles, or back-to-back titles, should I say, with Mulder, which is nothing to be sniffed at, because that's more than Pochettino's ever won. You know, it's, and you say what you like about it, but he's won.
You can see what
trophies.
He's doing.
Yes,
you can see. Last season everyone was crying out for the back four to be fixed.
Yeah,
I watched some clips of not even last season, was the Tottenham game the year before. There was, you sat at home, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Premier League years goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Tottenham scored within 30 seconds. The back four was Valencia.
Is this last season?
No, I think it was the season before. January
2018.
2018.
Is this when they scored after 30 seconds? Ericsson scored under Mourinho.
So it was Valencia, Jones, Smalling, and Ashley Young.
Yeah.
And you go, how poor?
How far have we come from there?
And look at the back four that turned out today compared to that.
Yeah.
And yes, Mourinho sat. Well, it was Van Gaal signed Luke Shaw, and he was injured at that point. Very different. But Lindelof is 10 times better than what he was.
Yes.
Maguire is so much better, and I've heard people slag him off. He's so much better than what he had.
So much better.
And Wan-Bissaka is a very good right back.
Wan-Bissaka is the best defensive right back I've ever seen.
Sorted now.
Yeah.
They make mistakes.
Again, left.
They're
left
young
back.
In terms of things. They're a young back four.
Yeah, I mean, even Maguire, who's the daddy of that back four,
is still a younger back four. 26. Yeah. So that's fixed.
Mm-hmm.
The front three is showing signs of
growth
what he wants to do. Rashford has got 15 goals this season already.
Yeah,
that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Martial has been injured and still scored. I think that was his 8, 9?
Something like that. I think 8.
Greenwood, who's 12, has scored
and just turned 12 as well.
12.
He's basically 11.
He scored 8 as well.
Yeah.
Dan James, who we were expecting to play 4 times off the bench, scores 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah, I think maybe 3, but yeah, exactly.
That's without our best creator behind
It's clearly the midfield, isn't it, that's the issue.
And that's
here.
without the best person to give them the ball behind them. So there's definitely something there.
Definitely.
And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens this transfer window. Nothing could happen, We want things to happen.
We're sort of getting mixed messages from Solskjaer, aren't we? Where he seems to come out all confident that we're going to get something, and then the next time he comes out and says, "I never said it would be January."
I think he's hedging his bets a bit. He's going, I'd love to sign 3 players, and I know the 3 players I want, but don't be expected if they go.
They might not happen right now.
No, let's not that.
Shivan Kapoor in the comments, I assume you're someone who was Ole out. You've said Ole didn't really do much today. He won because of Newcastle's mistakes, which, the thing with that point is, if that's the way you're looking at it, would you say that
we lost
in the Watford game, we lost because of De Gea's mistakes? And the same with the Villa game, we drew because of Lindelof's mistake or De Gea's mistake. You allow your criticism of Ole to be furthered by a mistake from Newcastle, and yet presumably you looked at the Villa game and the Watford games as evidence as to why Solskjaer isn't good enough when those mistakes were even greater than today. I would say it's inarguable that De Gea's mistake against Watford was worse than Dubravka's. Dubravka? Something like that. Yeah. His mistake today against Martial.
Dubravka kind of say, look, he didn't get down quick enough, and it was a decent shot from Martial.
Yeah. Do you think that you give Solskjaer
just couldn't catch a cold in front of him? That was what it was.
Do you think that you give Solskjaer a fair kind of ride in the equation here, or do you think that you sort of look for mistakes in opposition teams? And when we make mistakes, that's the manager's fault. Was it Solskjaer's fault that De Gea dropped the ball into his own net? And was it Solskjaer's fault, that De Gea dropped the ball and then it hit Lindelof and went in for an own goal against Villa? Or was that
there's a couple of things we can we've criticised Ole from the last game.
Yeah.
He made questionable substitutions in that game. Pogba came on very late. Now you don't know how fit he was and things like that. He also he brought on Greenwood, I think, for Dan James, was it?
And he scored against Everton.
No, but against Watford.
Against Watford, yeah.
He took off Dan James, and you can kind of see where he was going with that.
Yeah.
But he took Greenwood, he took Dan James off. I've seen Cam's there. Yeah. We'll get to that in a minute. But you can question those things.
Mm-hmm.
But
there's nothing wrong with questioning the manager. We are not accusing. We're not saying that you can't have a go at Solskjaer. The
problem is,
of course,
the last few managers we've had, like when Mourinho was there, he was dropping our best player.
Yeah, because he fell out with him.
And
he didn't like Rashford.
Van Gaal was putting Phil Jones on corners.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
So they're things that you kind of go.
That was fun, wasn't it? Phil Jones taking corners.
What are you doing, mate? But Ollie's okay. He's played Luke Shaw over Brandon Williams. You can't really complain. He played Pereira, who's fit, compared to Pogba, who's played
not fit.
20 minutes of football in the past. They're the things that you kind of question him about. You're playing Greenwood ahead of that. You can't really complain. And Cam, we've had a Chateauneuf de Pape.
We've had that between us. One. A bottle of wine between us.
And
I've had not that much. We're not drunk. I'm a bit tipsy, I'll be honest.
I'm tipsy. We're having a good time, though.
Yeah, we're having a great time. Mad Dragon says, after Pogba came on, they were completely out of it. That's a good point. Not only did Pogba... I think people focus so much on Pogba's offensive ability, and obviously I think defensively is his weakest aspect of his game. But he's still very good defensively compared to all the other attacking midfielders we've got. He really helped us close out the game and keep possession better, and generally they didn't really make many chances.
My Dragon there, we're discussing the manager, by the way, after 4-1, guys. Look, the only reason why is because after 15 minutes of this game, there was...
The comments were
flooded. Comments were Ollie out, Ollie out, Ollie out, and you're like...
So we just wanted to...
Because this is the problem with Manchester... Today's game kind of summed up our season so far.
Yeah.
There's some very, very good bits.
Yeah.
There's some very, very bad bits.
Yeah. And I think as well, it's...
and that's how it's going to be.
The thing is, I'm not trying to focus on managerial changes after a win. I think great win, good performance, some excellent performances individually as well. But I just wanted to have a dialogue with the people who are Ole out after a win, because it's easy to be Ole out after we've lost. I know that sounds silly to say almost, but when you've won 4-1... We saw people in our comments today saying Ole out after 15 minutes. So I just wanted to give them a chance to voice their opinion and how that kind of opinion progresses despite winning. Because obviously when a manager wins, the pressure's off him. But I wanted to hear from them and hear what they had to say now.
Every time we lose, he's out. But every time we win, he's in.
Yeah.
That's the wrong way of doing it. If you don't see something progressing, which is what's happened under different managers. Like the David Moyes thing was he had 2 transfer windows. He signed Fellaini, who was questionable. He signed Mata, who was a very good player and still there doing well. but at the same time, was Mata the problem that we were lacking in that team?
Yeah.
Or was it a defensive midfielder? You know, at that time, they're the things you kind of go, right, his long-term vision there, what's he signing? Steve's ordered his pizza, by the way.
Steve's ordered his pizza. Where is he?
His pizza ordered.
Yes, Stephen Howson. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's it. You know, they're long-term things. They're not... And that's where Mourinho kind of got, was he was criticising the youth players. Who now, you've got an 18-year-old scoring worldy goals for us every week.
Brilliant. Yeah, and he scored,
and
what is it,
he
8 goals this season already?
Yeah. He was in that group that Mourinho was going, nah, we don't want them around.
Lovely. Right, you know what? Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you for drinking with me, Alex. Alex is going to have to rush off now because he needs to finish the stream for us, because it's literally me and Alex in the stream. Yeah. Thank you, everyone at home, for joining us. We hope you've all had a Merry Christmas. Again, we've had a few beers. We've enjoyed ourselves. United have won 4-1. It's great to see extending what is the Premier League's best Boxing Day results. Best Boxing Day, what's the word? Form. We always win on Boxing Day. We've won again. 4 Manchester United. Again, thanks for joining us in the comments. Pizza on Boxing Day. Pizza on Boxing Day, absolutely. We'll see you next time, lads. See you in a bit.